Hello and welcome to one more video on this channel. My name is Tinkar and you are watching Indian Food in America. Today we are going to make the paneer masala. This is another vegetarian Indian curry which is made out of paneer. Now due to social and other religious reasons, a large chunk of Indian population is vegetarian. So they like paneer to fulfill their protein needs and it's very famous in India, especially among those who are vegetarian. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now in order to make the paneer masala, you will need onions, tomatoes, garlic and ginger. As you can see, my onions were really small, so I'm using 4 onions here. Along with my onions, I'm using 2 big tomatoes. For this specific recipe, the onions and tomatoes will be in the same ratio. I will quickly cut my tomatoes and put it in the mixer grinder. My goal is to make a gravy out of these tomatoes. I will also roughly cut the ginger and garlic and put it in the mixer jar. I will make a fine paste from all of these ingredients, and it will help in making that fine curry for our paneer. And we will quickly fine chop the onions. The next ingredient we will need for this recipe is the paneer. Now paneer is an Indian cheese that is made from curded milk and some sort of fruit or vegetable acid like a lemon juice. Paneer is usually an unaged cheese which is soft and it doesn't melt, so it's a very good protein source as it is made out of milk. Now if you are lactose intolerant, this recipe might not be for you, since the main ingredient, the paneer itself, is made out of milk. But you can follow the same recipe and replace the paneer with chicken and you will make the chicken curry. So even if you don't like the paneer, follow this video till the end. I will cut out medium square pieces just like this. Now all of our base ingredients are ready, so let's start the cooking process. Firstly, I will take out some whole spices. The first whole spice I am going to use here is black cardamom. Next goes 2 green cardamom. Next goes some cloves. I am using around 3 to 4 cloves here. Next goes 1 dry red chili. This dry red chili is totally optional as it will increase the spice level. Next goes a bay leaf. And the last spice I'm going to use here is cinnamon stick. Now I will use a pan here and use some vegetable oil. You can also go for the desi ghee or any other vegetable oil. My whole spices will go in the oil and I will let them cook for around 30 seconds. Now I will use some cumin seeds. Once our cumin seeds start popping, I will use all of my onions. We will cook these onions really well if we want a fine curry out of these. As you can see, my onions are already changing its color. We will use some spices at this stage. The first spice we are going to use here is turmeric powder. I am using almost half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Next goes some red chili powder. We are using almost 1 tablespoon of red chili powder. Next goes some Kashmiri mirch. This Kashmiri mirch is not very spicy, but it will give the amazing red color to our food. I will use some water here as I don't want my spices to get burned. Once our onions are brown, we will add the tomato paste. I will quickly transfer the tomato paste to these onions and I will use water for the remaining thing. Now I will use some table salt. You can give it a good mix and cover it so that it can be cooked properly. You have to keep checking your tomatoes and keep stirring it periodically so that our tomatoes do not get stick to the bottom of our pan. Now you can see our tomatoes are releasing its water. You have to cook these tomatoes until it releases all of its water. You can use the cover to cook these tomatoes. For this paneer masala, I am going to use some yogurt here. We will take 2 spoons of yogurt. We have to whisk this yogurt to remove all the lumps. But before doing that, I am going to mix all of my spices to this yogurt. First goes the coriander powder. I am using almost 1.5 tablespoon of coriander powder here. Next goes some cumin powder. I will use half a tablespoon of cumin powder. Next goes black pepper powder. I'm using half a tablespoon of black pepper powder here. And the last spice I'm going to use here is chicken masala. This chicken masala is optional guys, but it will really enhance the flavor of your paneer. It will taste just like the chicken and you can use any brand for the chicken masala. I'm using almost 1 tablespoon of chicken masala here. Now I'm going to mix all of these spices along my yogurt. We have to whisk this yogurt really well and we have to remove all the lumps from this. Once our yogurt is ready, I'm going to mix this yogurt with our masala. We will cover our pan and let it cook for few more minutes. As you can see, our masala is almost ready now. At this stage, we can add our paneer to the masala. We will mix all of this really well. Now it's time to add some water to this recipe. Whenever your gravy is in final stages, you always have to add the boiling water to it. If you add the cold water, it will feel watery and it will feel separate from the gravy. But adding boiling water will not stop that cooking process and your water will become the part of the gravy itself. So once you add the water and give it a good mix, I will add some garam masala at this stage. You can also check your salt level. Now we will cover our paneer masala and let it cook for few more minutes. After around 5 minutes, you can see our paneer masala is fully ready. It's looking great and the consistency is also very good. I'm going to add some fresh cilantro here. And it's time to serve now. As you can see, this paneer is looking really nice. It has a fine gravy which you can enjoy with fresh naan or even rice. You can try this recipe at home and enjoy this with your family. This recipe is really amazing, especially for those vegetarians who is looking for a high protein diet. Hope you like this video and let me know if you have any questions regarding this recipe. Like this video to help my channel grow and share it with your friends. Let me know if you have any special request for Indian recipes. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.